behind there.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, honorable members. Mwila Munkanta, Assistant Director, Lusaka Province.
Good afternoon. My name is Luinda Sinyani from the Planning and Research Department in the Office of the Auditor General.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, members of Parliament. Good afternoon, Wangwa Town Council. My name is Edna Perry, Senior Auditor, Lusaka Provincial Audit Office.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, honorable members. My name is Moses Lukwesa, Auditor under Lusaka Province.
Good afternoon, Chair, and good afternoon, honorable members of Parliament. Good afternoon, Wangwa. My name is Jeffan Siame from Control of Internal Audit, Ministry of Finance.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, honorable members of this committee, and good afternoon, Wangwa Town Council. My name is Joyce Kubanza from the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. Thank you.
Okay, we can have our secretariat. Start from behind there.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, Wangwa Town Council. Max Ochilaka is my name, from the Office of the Clerk.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Masiliso Miangwa from the Office of the Clerk. Thank you.
Good afternoon to you, Chairperson. Good afternoon, honorable members, CS and your team. Good afternoon. I am Chidimboi Elijah from the Office of the Clerk of National Assembly, and you are welcome.
Honorable Commando.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, and good afternoon. Good afternoon also, Wangwa Council. My name is Elliot Kamondo. I'm a Member of Parliament for Mfumbwe and a member of this committee.
Thank you, Chair. Karobo Pavuma is my name. I represent the good people of Sakere constituency, Kito in the Copper Belt, Wangwa Town Council, CS, and your team. Good afternoon, and you are welcome.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, Wangwa Town Council. I am Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwanza, area Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe constituency, Petauke District of the Eastern Province. You're most welcome to the committee. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair, and I'm grateful. Good afternoon, Wangwa Town Council. I'm Singombe Edgar, representing the people of Dundumezi in Kalomo Southern Province. You're welcome, and compliments of the season. Thank you.
Vice Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon to you, honorable members, our permanent witness. Good afternoon and welcome, Luangwa Town Council. Christopher Shagafuswa is my name. I'm Vice Chairperson of the committee, Member of Parliament from Mandeo constituency. Thank you.
CS and your team. My name is Mishek Mtetwa Nyambose, Chairperson of the committee and also a representative for the wonderful people of Jasefu constituency in Eastern Province. You're welcome once again. On a lighter note, you are just male, no female. What a combination. Kuliwango kulibio mofsazi. We shall talk to the commission. Okay, you're welcome once again. CS, you can take us through your memorandum.
Thank you, Chair. The first query, Chair, is on, maybe before I even start presenting, I want to indicate, Chair, that we have about 5 queries, specific queries, and then we'll also talk about the appendices. So I'll start with the first one, which is on the budget, income, and expenditure. Because of the query, Chair, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observation and wishes to report that the under collection was due to non-collection of harbour fee due to unresolved issue with ZRA. 2, under collection of bus station fees due to reduced number of buses coming to the district arising from the reduction in fish trading. 3, poor response on the plots offered to the applicants and survey diagrams due to non-payment of plot premium and purchase of survey diagrams. Then the last one, non-receipt of the grant in lieu of rates and part of the equalization fund, which was deducted at source to pay other statutory obligations. The underspending is due to the equalization fund on salaries and wages for the month of December, which the local authority received on 29th December 2023, which was spent in January. Then the other reason is due to unspent or funds on the ongoing projects which were spent in the following month of 2024. The action taken, Chair, on this query, the Council approved the offer of plots on first come, first serve basis, and so far the Council has collected 253,918 in plot premium. 2, the Council has written to the Minister of Government and Rural Development to write off the uncollected fees and charges arising from the budget performance. This is due to the fact that the fees and charges are not account-based. As such, they cannot be carried forward. 3, the Council wrote to ZRA to collect revenue on behalf of the local authority at the border. So the details are also appearing at, in the box there, the table. Remedial measures. The Council will ensure that the approved budget.
Honorable Perfumer.
Where is the witness reading? Because you are reading action taken plan.
Page 2. Page 2.
Page 2.
Page 2.
Let's go to page 2.
Where at now remedial measures on page 2.
Okay, proceed.
Thank you so much. The Council will ensure that the approved budget is strictly adhered to. We can refer to Appendix 1 for more details. Query. The next query is on the annual performance of the Council, adverse performance on local revenue collection. Cause of the query. Management wishes to report that the adverse performance on fees and charges was as a result of poor response on the plot, survey diagrams, and non-collection of bus fees. Action taken. The Council has written to Chair this, if you have observed, is similar to the first one. Yeah, so the response is almost the same. So we can go to the next, with your permission, Chair, to the next one, which is deliverables. Target output not achieved. Page 4.
Page 4.
Page 4. So, Chair, on this one, again, we can go to the details are on the appendix 3. If we can go to the appendix 3, we
CS, read what is supposed to be presented, then we shall make reactions.
Yes, Chair. So on the appendix 3, that is on, the first one is on the full Council. Chair, the table shows annual target was 4, then achieved 3. On this one, Chair, the target was not achieved. This is due to financial constraint. So one meeting was not actually held. Then on the IDP, Chair, this one has been achieved 100%, and the IDP was launched by the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development. On the environment impact assessment review, this was achieved 70%, and reason for not achieving 100% share due to the fact that the council policy driven.
Suggestion on this one, just guide us. We shall look and interrogate individual areas or activities.
Thank you so much.
Why you did not, then we can progress like that.
For that guidance. We got to C, management of equalization fund, 20% for capital projects. Failure to implement approved projects. Chair, management response. Management wishes to acknowledge the author's observation and wishes to report that the projects were not implemented because of funds for the weighing scales and construction of dry ports, which were varied towards purchasing and installation of air cons in the council chamber and council chairman's office, and also the rehabilitation of the chief's arenas, rehabilitation of toilets at Fair Lodge, and the grading of township roads respectively. Further, the construction of the conference hall was not undertaken due to the inadequate funding, as part of the funds actually went to about amounting to 342, 305 went to salaries and wages. Action taken, the varied projects were fully implemented 100%. Remedial measures, the local authority is committed to ensuring that all approved projects are implemented accordingly. Can you refer to Appendix 4? The next one, failure to set aside and use 5% of local generated fund on wards. Because of the query, management's response. Management wishes to acknowledge the author's observation and wishes to report that the council could not set aside 5% of local generated fund due to financial constraint. Action taken. The council has provided for 5% local generated fund in the 2025 revenue and expenditure estimates. Remedial measure. The council will ensure that 5% of locally generated fund is set aside for ward development in the subsequent budgets. D, on page 7, procurement of goods and services, failure to undertake tax compliance vetting. Management response, cause of the query. Management wishes to acknowledge the author's observation and wishes to report that the council was not privy to the circular number 7 of 2023. Action taken. The council has commenced undertaking tax compliance vetting from Zambia Revenue Authority before making payments to the suppliers and contractors. Remedial measure. The council will ensure the Treasury Circular number 7 of 23 is adhered to. Kindly refer to Appendix 6. This ends the first part of our queries. We now go to the cross-cutting issues. The first question, Chair, is, if you have observed, is almost the same as the query 1 in the report. Let me go to the next one.
You can go to the next one.
The next table, which is a failure to manage property, prepare evaluation law. Management's response. Management wishes to acknowledge the author's observation and wishes to report that the evaluation roll was not updated due to financial constraint. The action taken, the Council wrote to the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development for disbursement of the grant in lieu of rates to assist the local authority to prepare the evaluation roll. Remedial measure, the Council will ensure that the evaluation roll is updated. Can refer to Appendix 7. Appendix cross-cutting issue number 8, Appendix 8, irregular use of accountable interest. Management's response, cause of the query. Management wishes to acknowledge the author's observation and wishes to report that the cash payment was made to purchase spare parts for the Nissan Patrol, which was the only vehicle available for monitoring of CDF projects, where the supplier demanded for cash payments before the goods could be released. Further, the spares needed further works, that is press-fitting, whose costs could not be predetermined until an assessment was done, while the quantity of Chitenge materials required for Women's Day celebration could not be accessed from one shop. Action taken. Management has identified 2 companies who could supply the spares and do other required services such as press-fitting. 2, the Council has since stopped drawing interest to pay suppliers for goods and services. Remedial measure, management will ensure that payments are made through bank accounts for suppliers. Appendix 10, regular cash withdrawal. It's almost similar. Management wishes to acknowledge the author's observation and wishes to report that the cash was being withdrawn to pay councillors' sitting allowances who had the running loans with the bank and casual workers who were engaged on short-term contracts but did not have bank accounts. Action cash which is in the Zambia Bank as a pay through mobile. Remedial measure, the Council will ensure that all payments are done through and mobile money accounts. Can you refer to Appendix 8? Vacant cause of the query. Management wishes to acknowledge the author's observation and wishes to report that the mandate to fill vacant position lies with the Local Commission. Action taken. The local authority submitted quarterly staff returns to the local government service. The Commission has filled up 2 key positions of the Director of Human Resource and Administration and the Chief Human Resource Officer. Further, the Local Government Service Commission has recruited 8 more officers to Luangwa Town Council. Failure to dispose of unserviceable motor vehicles. Management wishes to acknowledge and wishes to report that the disposal of ownership documents which were not over to the local and lack of key personnel, who is the Director of Human Resource and Administration, to chair the disposal committee as provided for in the Public Finance Management Act number of 2018. Action taken. Management wrote to the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development to release the white books. 2. The Local Government Service Commission has filled the position of the Director of Human Resource and Administration. remedial measure. Management to ensure and service motor vehicles are disposed of in accordance with the Public Finance Management Act. Can refer to Appendix. Query on Appendix 28, failure to settle obligations, statutory obligation, and response. Cause of the query. The Council wishes to report that the failure to financial constraints by the local authority. Action taken. The Council has so far remitted the total of 332,270 kwacha 31 ngwe as tabulated in the table below. Remedial measure. The Council will continue paying the statutory obligation as and when funds are available. Query on settle staff obligation. Management response. Cause of the query. The Council wishes to report that the failure to settle staff obligation was due to financial constraints being faced by the local authority. Action taken. The Council has so far paid 262,008 kwacha 47 ngwe as tabulated in the table below. Remedial measure. The Council will continue paying the statutory obligation as and when funds are available. Management of Local Government Equalization Fund. Query Chair, this in the
Please go ahead.
Yes, I can go to query appendix. Query on the Appendix 32, failure to transfer funds to capital accounts. Because of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the author's observation and wishes to report that the 342,305 was the government has since scrapped off 20% capital component, and the payment plan, Chair, has also been repayment plan has also been prepared by management or by the Council. Measure, the Council is committed to the borrowed fund are reimbursed. I refer to Appendix 11. The equipment. Management wishes the Council has not been able to procure the ambulance, utility vehicle, communication system and rescue equipment due to financial constraints. Action taken. Management has plans to procure these equipments through 2026 constituent development. Remedial measure. The Council is committed to ensuring that fire section is well equipped with necessary equipment. The last query, Chair, on Appendix 36, lack of personal protective equipment. Because of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the to report that the Council has not been a protective clothing due to financial constraints. Action taken. Management has planned to procure these tunics through 2026 Consumer Development Fund. Remedial measure. The Council is committed to ensuring that the fire section is well equipped with necessary equipment. In conclusion, Chair, I wish to submit that all remedial measures submitted before this committee shall be improved upon to enhance on the accountability functions in order to attain the expected service delivery to the community. I submit.
Thank you so much, witness, for your presentation. You are called upon to improve tagging of the reports, especially the appendices, next time. Sure. And now
And I'll start my question from the very last page, Appendix 36, lack of personal protective equipment. And has planned to provide 6 Constituency Development Fund. Find out how expensive are these tunics that the local authority can only lean on CDF, and they are proposing in 2026. Why not 2025? Because currently you are saying you don't have. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Yes, witness, you may respond to that one.
Thank you, Chair. I will be able to say what. This tunics is quite and the reason why we don't have the specific amount, but this in 2025 because of the competing, which the CDFC couldn't really attend to those, but there's assurance that in 2026 we'll be able to
yes, within
these are that is more expensive than
Honorable Member for Siavonga.
To ask, this time around 2025 we have the CDF funds have been increased. Honestly, Ruangwa Town Council can't think of how they could protect their own people. We know everywhere we go there are competing needs and very important, but you need to compare anything to life. Thank you, Chair.
We'll sit down and maybe lobby from the CDFC, especially from the saving hub for looking at the critical situation that our fire services are operating in.
To make it more serious to CDF committee and the local authority, they should be, even when you engage the CDF committee, they should agree that if somebody dies in the course of work because of those things that are supposed to be procured, must be able to bear the responsibility. They should be able, together with you, bear that, because honestly, as a committee, the government accounts committee would stand and say we are advised against anything. And these workers, are they insured?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you so much. Yes. Yes.
Chair, we are looking at people's lives. I think insurance would only come in when all the factors are present. Are you saying insurance would come in the absence of the same protective clothes? Don't you think we are just wasting resources? You want to, okay, you have, yes, we've insured them, but in the absence of the protective clothes, I think the insurance companies would honor, Chair. It's like I insure my vehicle, then I want to drive it. Or do the insurance company compensate me when I'm found that actually I drove my vehicle with that influence of alcohol. So what did we insure them against if we cannot manage to procure protective clothes for them? I think for me that is basic. Before you go to insurance, the first thing must happen first.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Chair. The basic clothing were procured. The basic. Now, there's this need of procuring tonic because according to them, they are saying they are fire resistance. So I think that's the more reason why we have come up with this, which we are saying we'll plan them for 2026. But in terms of basic fire clothing, we have already procured for them.
Clerk, the committee is trying to guide you. You are calling this not basic. For them to get full protection, which you want to 26, and you want to tell the committee that you are going to ask CDFC vested with the guidelines or now projects are implemented under CDF. They come from the community and not from the council. This is money which is meant to benefit the community because you as a council were not providing the much needed services. So as you answer the next question, let us stick to our own revenue and how we are going to resolve this query. Yes, the Honourable Member for Siabonga.
So we are not repeating what we have said, but I want to ask the management through CS, which one could be, if it was your farm, which one would be more realistic? To protect those people or to put them on insurance? Which one would you do?
Protection is better than cure, Chair.
So when are you buying this equipment?
Thank you, Chair. We'll definitely go back and sit down as management and then we'll plan. Sure.
Yes, Honorable Kalobo.
Thank you, Chair. CS and your team have a very big problem in the manner in which you are putting your evidence here. Let me take you to page 11. Appendix 28, failure to settle other obligation, statutory obligation. You have just said on the action taken that the council has so far limited 332 as tabulated below. Where is the evidence of these payments? The same on page 12 on failure to settle staff obligations. The third one, page 13, failure to transfer funds to capital account. On your action taken, so the government, since scrapped of 20% capital, the major council is committed to ensuring that borrowed funds are invested. Now, I want you to look at your evidence. Was you have referred us to appendix number 11 as evidence of the commitment for you to transfer funds. You have shown us the letter which was written to you by the permanent secretary on 30th October 2023. So, which line or which sentence indicates your commitment for you to transfer funds in this evidence that you have put before this committee? Just highlight or cross which sentence, number what? Okay. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you so much. Yes, witness, can you respond?
Thank you, Chair. Just after the circular, there is a repayment plan. Then submission on the scrap of 20% by the Minister of Local Government and is in the circular, and on page 12 of the same circular, B, part 23B, where it says Local Government Equalization Fund. It talks about the scrap off. So it was not included in the 2024 budget.
Whose document?
These are guidelines that came from the Ministry of Local Government to all the councils when we are preparing the budgets.
That's why I'm saying, if the evidence is before us, show us which line, all the writing, which is indicating your commitment. That is my question. I've seen the two documents, but I've not read the new one.
There is nothing like this one.
That is a commitment.
Yes, repayment plan.
Town clerk.
Yes.
You've attached that repayment plan, and by December 2024 the balance was supposed to be 232. You're saying this is a commitment. What is the balance currently on these funds?
Thank you, Chair. I may refer the question with your permission, to the Director of Finance to help.
Director of Finance?
Have you answered the director? When you are committing yourself, you just
switch on your mic, Honorable Kalabo.
When you are making a commitment, do you just write figures like this without any form of write-up and signatures to show that whatever you have tabled is authentic? Because this is not an authentic document for me if I look at it. There's nowhere on the pages where it is authenticated. Thank you.
Thank you. Chair, maybe
Yes,
I can
yes,
get your question.
we can
I
have
didn't
the
get it
response
clear.
from- yes.
The question? I didn't get your question clear, sir.
My question is that the town clerk is telling us that the council has committed to pay back these funds through the commitment which you are showing us a payment plan. And in line with your payment plan, I'm looking at the balance of 342,000 in this report as per the table below. And looking at this payment plan, it shows us that the balance by December 2024 should have been 232. So I just wanted you to confirm to the committee that what is the current balance as of today, since you are showing us that you have a commitment plan to repay these funds, and you've shown tabulated how you would pay each month.
Okay, thank you, Chair. I think on the payment plan.
What is the current balance of these funds that were borrowed?
We haven't yet paid, Chair. I think it was just it was supposed to start in February 2025. So by December 2025.
What services were affected as a result of borrowing these funds, Town Clerk?
Thank you so much, Chair. It's just one project, which is the conference, council conference hall. And the reason, again, which has contributed, you remember recently in 2024, we had the problem with the bank, and the money was locked up. So we couldn't transact anywhere. It took almost 6 months. So those are issues that we had to resolve and then start now afresh. So we could see that from 2024, from June, nothing happened because the money was locked up and couldn't move.
Honorable Singombe, you've got a follow-up on the same matter?
It's a follow-up, Chair, on the question that Honorable Kalobo had indicated on page 11. On the on the failure to and other statutory and other obligations. Chair, there the council is indicating that the council has so far remitted 332,270 kwacha 31 ingwe. Now, when you add up those figures, Chair, on Zulao, NAPSA, LASIF, and is it Fast Fire, whatever, it comes up to 306. 231. But the council is indicating 332.
In the same vein as you answer that one, you go to page 12. You've given us also a schedule there that the council has so far paid 262,000, and the total in the table is showing 299. What are we supposed to get as correct figures for the two?
It's 299, 47, not 72.
Yes, witness.
Have you seen this one? The answer is this one.
Thank you, Chair. I think maybe just the arithmetical error in terms of calculation. That's how I could. But in terms of how much we have paid for each slot, it's correct. But on the totals, maybe that's where we need to make. That's where the arithmetical error was committed. But in terms, and this, I want to apologize also for not submitting the details or the vouchers to show that this money actually was paid, because from the same, in terms of Zulao and the FASUS, these are funds that are being deducted at source. So when we compare, we got those schedules, we indicated how much the ministry has deducted at source, and also what we are paying at district level to the branch committees.
So what is the reconciliation to make this total amount?
Thank you, Chair. I think Director of Finance can now help us.
Chair, I don't know if I can be given a few just to add up, just to see where the mistake is. So on the table for on page 12, the figure in the sentence should read the 299,708, Chair.
The one in the table is?
The figure on the sentence of the table on page 12, which is 262, it should read 299,708.72.
Can you read in the action taken?
Okay, on page
12.
On page 12,
yes,
we are saying the action taken. The council has so far paid. So we cancel 262. We say 299,708.72 as tabulated below.
Okay. Then the other one, you're saying that we give you some time?
I just counter check, yes, because it's 306 against the 332, which is the table.
Honorable Kalobo.
Thank you very much, Chair. On the same two issues we're interrogating on other statutory obligations and the failure to settle staff obligations on page 11 and page 12. There is no evidence before this committee. They've only said as tabulated below. So, CS and your team, where is the evidence to show that I've checked it, so there's nothing here. So where is the evidence showing that you have actually made advances towards the same? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair.
Additional, Honorable Mulunda.
Yes, just to augment on my colleague, the council should have attached the payment vouchers, at least to convince us that this is what they have done, or to confirm. Do we have the payment vouchers, Chair?
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to apologize, Chair, for that oversight, big oversight. I think it's something which we can avail to this committee through the auditors when they come for verification, Chair.
At this juncture, witness, I will ask you to leave us for 5 minutes. We shall call you back.
Breathtaking and thrilling. Visit Livingston City for pure adrenaline and fun. Let its thrills and spills inspire you. Livingston features memorable game viewing adventures in the small but well-stocked Motiotunya National Park, where you can see the rare white rhino. Experience the best of Zambia's rich Falls.